All right, so yep, it's recording. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlogs. Welcome back to the channel. I just discovered something like really crazy, really cool. Like if you vlog or record videos with your iPhone, you can like turn it sideways, press the volume button, and it will totally start recording. Little FYI right there. So anyway, it's been about, once again, 2 weeks since I made a video, and wow, look at that. So it was the shifter binding up. I told you guys I'm such a scatterbrain when it comes to vlogging. Like I got like the brain of a hamster, just like a mile a minute all the time. But anyway, it's been like almost about what, 2 weeks since I made a video. The reason why is because if you guys follow me on Instagram and the community channel and stuff like that, or the community channel on YouTube, you will see that I had a problem with the transmission / the transmission cooler, like, you know, around the fitting area and stuff like that on the outbound side of the transmission cooler. That, you know, because if you look at a Powerglide, it has two fittings on the side. The top is basically the fluid going in. The bottom fitting is the fluid going out that will go out to the cooler, in through the cooler, back up, and then in through the top side. So when I was basically, like, you know, testing, recording, I was pretty much recording a video. I was prepping and testing and everything like that, try to get the car really dialed in, because, you know, that's what us YouTubers do. We do things like behind the scenes and stuff. So I went out, I was probably driving the car for probably like this transmission cooler fan. It was digging in my ass. So yeah, I was probably riding around by like a good 10 minutes and stuff like that. And I decided to test the trans brake, because why not, right? So I didn't launch the car like really hard. I was in Mexico, by the way, okay? I decided to launch the car not too hard, just to see if it'll hold and stuff like that. Next thing you know, the car went about 10 feet and then died. It wouldn't move. Pressed the gas, the engine would just rev. Come to find out, the fitting blew out of the case of the transmission. Now, I don't know if that's actually a defect on the trans, because the holes are like this small. The holes on the trans are like -4. The AN fittings are basically like screwed in. The part that goes into the trans are like -4, and the bulkhead is like a -6. So that lets me know that the fittings probably just aren't able to flow enough fluid, because it was the outbound side that blew, which is kind of weird. So I'm going to show you guys the transmission in a couple seconds, just to give you guys a good idea of exactly what I'm talking about and describe to you what's been going on and what's holding me up. So if you look back inside the car, look there's my converter. Everything is back out. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the trans and try to show you guys exactly what's going on. Big shout out to each and every one of you guys buying the merch. Yo, like, big ups. I really never thought I was gonna sell that much stuff, you know, Andrew's race cars and stuff like that. We got a little, it's like a little chest logo right there, but yeah, that link will be down in the description below. Big shout out to each and every one of you guys. We're actually having a merch sale right now, so like, you won't see it, but all the shirts are 10% off right now. The hoodies, I believe, are regular price, but yeah, the t-shirts 10% off. Link in the description below, guys. Just, you know, go ahead and go support the channel. Basically all the proceeds go back into the channel, would help building the car and stuff like that, whether it be like turbo kit, nitrous, something like that. I'm definitely taking suggestions from you guys on what to do next for this car, for the build. Kind of sucky because we're still at step 10, kind of, sort of. But yeah, enough running my mouth. Thank you guys for buying the merch, and let me show you guys a couple things of like what's going on and why the transmission is out, and basically why the transmission exploded. All right, so let's go do this. All right, don't look at me, look at the camera. All right, so if you guys can probably see, we got the exhaust down. Since the exhaust is down, that little pipe that's back there, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and weld it to my custom exhaust. That way I can get rid of that band clamp that's right there. Where we go, transmission dipstick. There's the wiring, the white and blue wires. That's the wiring for the trans brake. What is that? Oxygen sensor wiring, more oxygen sensor wiring. Oh, right here, oxygen sensor wiring. That's the VSS speed sensor, stuff like that. There's the drive shaft. There's the shift linkage. Here's all the little disastrous type of mess. So I kind of should have foresaw this happening anyway. So I tried a couple different type of methods. I actually tried the old custom JB weld. I tried to like stick this in, then try to use like a bulkhead, the bulkhead -6 fitting, and like whatever, get that kind of good, but that did not work. So you can see that the transmission is out. We got the car jacked up enough to basically get this out. Yes, I'm using double jack stands because I have Harbor Freight jack stands and I never returned them, so I'm still using them along with my Amazon Basics. This video is not sponsored, by the way. Okay, so like you see, the transmission is out, everything is out, and that's basically what's going on. Look at that, I gotta redo the heat shrinking. Actually tore, so I gotta redo that. There's the fuel line, I gotta fix that. It's kind of weird because when you look at the jack stand, it kind of looks like, from this angle, it kind of looks like the jack stand is resting on the fuel line, but it's not. It's an optical illusion. Okay. If you come here with me, this is actually the transmission cooler. I took the fan off because I had to get the transmission from up under the car. That's a pretty big boy right there. Pretty big boy. Oh, and by the way, a lot of people were DMing me, asking me what type of oil pan I was using, because as you can see, like, it really sits flush with the factory cross member right there. It actually sits kind of recessed, probably about 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters recessed. This is actually the LS3 oil pan from the Camaro. Over here is the oil level sensor. I'm not using that anyway because I'm using a aftermarket wire harness. I'm probably just going to go buy like a bulkhead plug, AN aluminum, a bulkhead plug, just to put that in there. That's strictly cosmetic. So yeah, walk you too. Yeah, it's that time of year where the crows are out. Crows hate my house because they can't land on the roof because I got like spiked nail strips up there. Trust me, you guys are gonna need them. All right, let me go show you guys the trans. So basically, like I said, everything is out. It's a minor setback, but it's kind of like a disastrous type of thing. All right, so we're over here to the trans. I told you guys numerous times before, but of course, I'm always gonna get questions in DMs and stuff like that. People wanna know what type of transmission I'm using. Here's to catch you guys up to speed. I'm using the FTI. Where is it? The FTI Powerglide trans. Okay, yeah, it's actually legit. Still got all my stickers and stuff on it. I had this trans for a while on one of my previous builds. Look at that. That's how old I had this trans. I had this trans since 2016. This is actually going to go inside my Turbo Regal. Solid bushing energy mounts back there. And we had to break everything down. No, it's not missing the shaft. I took that out because basically, you know, that slides in and out. I took that out. That's inside the car, so I don't want to lose that. So let me give you guys an idea of what was going on. So these are the fittings and stuff that I'm talking about. Like the hull itself is like for a -4. Trust me, like I took this out to look at it. This is like this is the outbound. This is where the fluid goes out to the cooler, like it goes out to the cooler, in through the cooler, out the other side, and then back into the transmission case. That helps cool it. Obviously, that's where the dipstick goes. And over here, that's my trans brake solenoid and stuff right there. So basically, this is what happened. I might just have to bring the camera down. So like I said, -4 hole changed to a -6 bulkhead. There's not enough meat here on the case. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, like just ream it out to probably like a -10, -8 or something like that, or even a -6 hole. Look, like there's no meat here. There's no meat here, so I'm kind of stuck with using this -4 converted over to a -6 fitting. This was actually supplied by FTI, so I really can't change that unless I actually probably like lop this off, close it in, re-tap the hole, and then convert it over to something different, or probably just weld a bung onto it. But then the downside is, if you damage the bung, then now you have to start back over. See what I mean? So let me show you guys what was going on. This is what happened. Basically, the fitting blew out. You can kind of still see the threads that are in there. So the fitting blew out. I know I bored it open. Okay, I know you guys were like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like a -4 hole. So anyway, the fitting blew out. Just to patch it up, I tried to stick the fitting back in. I tried to aluminum braze it. It held. I fired everything up, and then it started to leak. I even tried the epoxy method. That's why it's all sanded and scratched. I really couldn't get in there with the wire wheel and stuff like that and clean it up. There's some of the old JB Weld epoxy left over. And it was actually holding, but I still had like a slight leak. And you know, if I'm gonna be racing this thing, whether it's my safety or someone else's safety, I didn't want to be a dickhole and put a whole lot of people at jeopardy, even with the slightest, smallest of leaks. Like, I want no leaks. I don't want to be the cause to put anybody in the wall, or even myself in the wall, or even on the street, you know, something like that. I don't want to do that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to a weld shop, because I don't have an aluminum welder. This is actually aluminum case. This is actually aluminum case, by the way. So I'm going to have a aluminum -6 fitting. The welder said he was going to weld it up for me, and I don't know. I'm thinking, like, should I have him close the hole? But then if we close the hole, then we have to relocate where the fluid hole is, because inside it's kind of like a 90-degree angle. It goes in like that, and then the fluid comes out like that. So you guys kind of understand. It's a couple different ways that I have to think about this, and a couple of different ways the weld shop has to approach this. So he's probably just going to weld an aluminum -8 or -6 fitting right here, close it all up. Then that way we can get the trans back inside the car and go make some test hits and stuff like that. So that's really what I'm up against. So yeah, that's why the trans is back out, and that's possibly why the transmission is destroyed. All right, so we're gonna be closing out the video. Here's my input shaft. I forget what spline it was, but it's not the standard 19 off a regular Powerglide. It's basically a turbo. It's a turbo spline. Wow, look at that. So yeah, this is the mess of the car. I like how the shifter. Look at that. All right, so that's neutral. That's reverse. That's, I can slap it down on the drive. A little reverse lockout. Now it's in neutral. So that lets me know, since the shifter is moving a whole lot smoother, that there was too much tension on the cable. I should have known that, but I was so busy in trying to get the car dialed in and stuff like that, that I just didn't pay attention to it. So anyway guys, hopefully the next video is going to be me with a success. Transmission is going to be repaired, and we can finally finish the video of me. I may combine the two videos of me like test driving it and stuff like that on the street, and then merging the after video of me fixing it and then going back to testing and stuff like that. That'll probably make for like a banger video. But anyway, I just want to bring you guys up to speed on what was going on with the channel, what was going on with the Pontiac. I just had like a little minor setback, a little bad luck, I guess. So hopefully we'll see what happens, and I will catch you guys in the next video. All right, once again, thank you guys so much for the love and the support. Don't forget, 10% off merch for the next 2 months. I'm going to keep extending the sale. Like I said, I never thought that I would get these many subscribers, these many viewers, and I never thought I'd been selling this much merch. But a lot of you guys are buying t-shirts, and as of right now, 10% off. And we still got hoodies too. You know what I mean? It's still cold around here on the East Coast. Anyway, peace out. Thank you guys so much for the love, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully there'll be like another YouTuber Showdown Part 3, and I can probably make it. Yeah, that'll be really cool.